Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Osez's Corner. So like I said, this is going to be a quick video. It's a first impressions, as you would see in the title. You know the name of the fragrance that we're going to be discussing today. This literally just came in the mail about a couple minutes ago, and I had this idea to do this video this way. I wanted to do a quick video, add something different to the channel instead of just full reviews on fragrances. So without further ado, let's get into the fragrance of today. Before we get into that, please, if you're a first-time watcher and you enjoy fragrance content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That will really help grow the channel and the visibility of the channel. Follow me on Instagram. I'm a lot more active on there. If you see, the setting is a little bit different today, not much, but you can't really see it. I've hidden everything. Like, I've pretty much started selling some of my furniture in anticipation of my move coming up soon. So which is why I haven't put videos out recently. But anyways, let's get into the topic of today. So today I have a fragrance that just came in the mail. I haven't unboxed it yet. So hopefully this goes well, and if you're watching this, it probably maybe did. So the story behind this fragrance, it's not 100% first impression, but it will be a first impression per se, because I ordered this fragrance sometime late last year and I placed the order. My order came in, the atomizer, the spray atomizer was bad and it wasn't spraying out the juice. I reached out to the retailer that I bought it from, and also reached out to the brand. And long story short, the resolution that they provided, especially from the brand, the retailer tried their best to figure out a resolution that would, accommodate me for the unnecessary inconvenience. It didn't spray. They wanted me to return the fragrance, pay for the return fee, show them proof of everything, and then they will reimburse me the shipping fee and then send me a new fragrance when they get back the old fragrance. And I was honestly just pissed. And it's from Canada to France, and after waiting almost like 4 or 5 days to get the initial order, that would be another 4 or 5 days to send the product back to them, hopefully, and then another 4 or 5 days. By the time everything would have been done, I'll be lucky if I receive the fragrance in 2 weeks. And they were just not trying to do anything to accommodate, the bad experience of buying a fragrance that you've been wanting for a long time, to spray it and it doesn't come out. They were not really doing anything. So that really turned me off from the brand. And I was really going to not buy anything from the brand. Luckily enough, this is the only fragrance in the brand that really caught my eye and interested me enough. And I was like, you know what, might have to just suck it up. I saw this selling for a good price at another retailer. With sales and everything, it was way more cheaper than the first time that I ordered it. So I said, hey, I like this fragrance enough. This is the only thing that I really want from the brand, and they really didn't impress me with your customer service. So I decided I might just go ahead and just for myself, buy this fragrance. So I'm going to unbox it on video, just in case that it doesn't have a good sprayer again. You will all be witnesses to the experience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it. It's around 12:45 now, 12:40, 12:45. I'm going to spray it, give you my initial, because I haven't sprayed it before. I only had smelt it from the atomizer. We're going to unbox this. I'm going to spray it on a piece of paper and then spray it on my skin just to test it. And then later in the day, I will come back, or I would try to, during the day, check in a couple hours later, record a clip, tell you what's going on. And then at the end of the day, probably later tonight, I'm going to come back on and give an overall first impression in terms of testing the fragrance to see what I got. And then maybe if you guys like the fragrance enough and I do like it enough, or you guys want to, I will end up doing a full review. So that's a lot of talking. I feel like I've spent a couple minutes there just talking. So yeah, so I got this from a retailer in Czech Republic called Rafinan. The shipping was quite quick and very cheap. So they use Czech Post. This is nice. Oh wow, this is nice. They put in some samples in here for me to look at. And what do I have? Atelier Materi, Cacao Porcelana. Les parfums de rosine, rose nu, parfum de rosine, ballerina number 2, Rosendo Mateo number 5. I have been thinking about this fragrance because of all the hype about it. So thank you so much, Raffinad Perfumery, for this amazing opportunity. And if you're watching this, I'm going to try and put this quickly. I believe they have a sale on this particular fragrance. It's usually 210 euros, but it was going for 190. I don't know if it's ended, but that's how much I got it for, 190. And this is it, Les Indemodables, which translates to timeless in English, sorry. Maison de parfum et de suppléments d'armée collection, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so this is the fragrance. Let's just pull it out and look at that dark juice. Vanille Havane, Les Indemodables, from the master perfumer Antoine Lee. Okay, so let me get my testing strips out. So I got my test strip out. I'm gonna spray it and then spray my skin, and then just a quick, we'll see. Let's go. Let's get this. It works. It works. The spray actually works. Thank goodness for that. Okay. Wow. Okay, so very sort of rich cocoa. I can get the dried fruits. I can definitely also get the boozy element, but off the paper, first impression, the cocoa is really present. I'm not really picking up the tobacco yet. Okay, I can't wait to put this on the skin. So first impressions, very rich brown cocoa. Dusty like real coconut, not real coconut, cacao or some say. And then it has a very boozy, and when I mean boozy, I mean like when you open a bottle of rum, a Captain Morgan, and you sort of just sniff it, you sort of get that. Yeah, it's really strong rum accord. Starting to pop off now after the blast of cacao. Slightly sweet. At first spray, because I know there's dried fruits in here, I could sort of pick up some sweetness from dried fruity. So it's not really fruity, but it has some sweetness. There is an element in here. Maybe it's the boozy accord, or that is sort of like a Creation E Enigma, but it's nothing like that. If someone hadn't, other people have made the comparisons, and if someone hadn't sort of mentioned that, I wouldn't have picked up that comparison at first smell. But when they say it and you're looking for it, or someone mentions it, you can then pick it, but it's nothing like that. Okay, let me put this on skin now. It's about time. And put that so you can see the sprayer. Let's put one spray, and that's a lot of juice dispersed on that spray. Okay, you got to be careful with this one because your bottle will finish faster because it has a lot of juice coming out at one spray. Okay, on my skin, it's when you add the warmth of a skin, it adds a lot more texture to the scent. The cacao is there, but it's not as front and center as it was on paper. Okay, this is really huge on first spray. It looks like it's going to be a very strong performer. It has some kind of leathery nuance also on my skin. Oh, this is nice. Slightly powdery, like cacao powder sort of feel. I don't really get as much of the boozy element on my skin, but that might come out later over in the day. But you know what? I'm going to put also one spray on my neck just to see how it goes. So that's it for this section. I'm going to come back and give you guys a final of my first day wearing and my first impression. So that is, we're at 12:50 now. So this was 12:50. Let's see how long the scent lasts. And I will take notes over the day and I will get back.
4 hours later.
It's 4 p.m. sort of right now. It's still on my skin, but it's really faint. The scent did transition a little bit after 15 minutes. It settled down and it's been a little bit more linear. Changed from the opening, was really loud and huge in the opening, but after 15 minutes, it changed into a very tobacco vanilla type of scent. I started getting that dusty feel that you get with a lot of sort of good quality tobacco scents that are done in this category. On the paper, it's still pretty there, faint. Now, I don't want to judge performance. I don't want to speak too much on performance. I usually don't like to, on first sprays, on just spraying it on my arm. I like to wear a fragrance out in the wild a couple of times to really give it a performance. But on first impressions, which is what this video is about, it doesn't seem like it's really strong. It's still there. I don't know if I've gone nose blind to it, because when I put my nose, it's still there. And I'm still getting whiffs here and there, but very soft wafts. It's not really heavy. It's not beast mode. It's still on the paper. I sprayed it on one side, but either the juice penetrated to the other side or the juice wrapped around, but it went dark on both sides. So this would definitely stain your white t-shirts if you have white t-shirts. But yeah, so that's a quick checkup. I will check back with you guys in another couple of hours, say another 4 hours, so we'll see what 8 hours is looking like. But so far so good. Projection or performance on first impression makes me believe it's not heavy or dense, but I haven't given it a full wear, so take that with a pinch of salt.
A few moments later.
Sink in. 3, 2, 1. Hopefully I am in focus. Okay, so quick update. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it to 8 hours because I need to go take a shower now because I need to head out. I forgot that I need to do something, so I'm gonna have to go take a shower. So I just wanted to wrap up this first impressions video by checking in with you guys. This is just like 10 minutes after 5, so an hour after my last check-in. And honestly, I don't even think this is going to make it to the 8-hour mark, because at this point it is hard to pick off of my skin. It's still present, I know it's there, but it's hard to pick off my skin. It's still going pretty strong on the paper though. Still going pretty strong on the paper. So about 4 or 5 hours on my first try on skin. Not the greatest. Am I disappointed? No, not really. Like I said, I usually don't judge performance of first sprays. Knowing what I know about fragrances and all the fragrances I've tried and some of the experiences, especially with fragrances that have natural ingredients at a high percentage, like this house does, it can be a bit of a live animal, sort of say. Some days it might give you great performances, some days it might not, and that's usually always depending on your surroundings. I know I sprayed it on the back of my arm, which honestly sometimes is not the best place to spray fragrances if you want to test longevity or you want to test the scent, because I work from home, or if you work anywhere and you put your arm on your keyboard, or you rest your arm pretty much on your chair desk, on your keyboard and stuff like that, just that constant resting your arm on something can sort of affect the performance of the scent. It can over time sort of just almost like you're dabbing ever so lightly, and it can take its toll. So that's another thing. And I know I did spray it on my neck too, but I'm not really picking it up. So I'm still about a little bit on the fence in terms of performance. In terms of scent, it's a really good scent. You know what? Let me not give it the chef's kiss. It's a really good scent. Let me not get too excited. It's a really good scent. It is within that tobacco vanille category off of my memory. But if I'm thinking straightly, tobacco vanille was a lot much more stronger. It didn't have that boozy element. I believe tobacco vanille was a lot more powdery than this one. This one has a slightly powdery facet, but I am still excited to try this over the next couple. I know it's getting warm now, so this is not the season for this fragrance, but hey, what the heck, I'm gonna still try it out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this first reaction video. Based on if you want me to give a full review of this, I will rock this over the next couple of weeks. And if you're interested in hearing my full final thoughts after a couple of weeks of wearing this fragrance, let me know in the comment section below. I will work on doing that. Even though, like I said, I'm in the middle of a move. I've started selling off some of my furniture. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that, but I don't know where that noise is coming from. But anyways, like I said, I am a little bit in the middle of a move, and I've started selling some of my furniture, so my space is a little bit a mess. If you've moved, you know what I mean. When you that whole prep, you're taking down all your clothes, you're looking at what you're going to throw away, and things are not where they're supposed to be, and that sort of just throws off your whole energy and your whole vibe. But anyways, thank you for tuning into this video, and this was so far a first impression. I'm going to, if I'm going to give it a number ranking, I'm going to say somewhere between maybe around 7, because I felt like the performance, it really came out really strong. It came out really strong, and I think this is a strong scent. I think this is a strong scent, and I just need to sort of wear it under regular normal circumstances, a couple sprays around me, 3-4 sprays, and I will probably get the benefit. But the sprayer is huge. It pushes out a lot of juice. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you again next time. Ciao.